Alright, welcome back. In this video, we'll continue studying functions and their return types. We previously talked about the int return type. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about the string return type. Okay, as you can see here, I went ahead and created a new project called return string. So I would encourage you to do the same. And remember, this is actually a playground project, not an iOS project. Okay. So go ahead and create your own project. How do we then create a function that returns a string? Well, simply we go ahead and say func, because that's our keyword. Let's call this function here show color. Okay, and we want to pass two arguments. So the first one is going to be color name of type string, and the next is going to be color number of type int as an example. And of course we want to be returning a string. And right away, again, you will have an error here pretty soon, because if you click, it says you need to return something, because we said here we want to return a string and we need to actually return something. For now, let's go ahead and say return empty string here so that we can get rid of this error. Okay, at the top here, let's go ahead and create a little bit of logic. That way we can spice it up a little bit. Okay, let's say if we want to say if color number, so color num, which we are passing here, is equal to 4, we want then to be able to return, say return a string that says at first we're going to append our color name that we've passed. Say color name, we can go is not related to the number you passed. I'm gonna go ahead and else. We can go ahead and say if that's not true, this first statement here, we want to say, let's go ahead and copy what we have here and paste here. Give it a little bit of space so it's all pleasant and nice to see. In this case, color is indeed related to the number you passed. Let's see, passed in, maybe passed in. Okay, so now else if color number is not equal to 4, we want just to return this statement here. Okay, so now we can get rid of this. Now we need to call this function here in order for us to see the logic that we've written here, right? Okay, so if you go and say show color, and of course right away we have these options here, so color name and color int. Let's go ahead and pass in blue, right? And tab. Once you hit tab, you notice the cursor, it's already here, so that we're ready to enter the color number here. Let's say 3, for instance. All right. Once we call it, says blue is indeed related to the number you passed in, because according to our logic here, this is true, because 3 is not equal to 4, therefore the else statement will run, which is exactly what we are getting here on the right, right? Perfect. So blue is indeed related to the number you passed in. If we go ahead and say 4, so 4, blue is not related to the number you passed in. Now you know how to create a function that returns a string. All right, so I'll see you in the next video.